See, it seems like my camera's a little fuzzy this morning. Maybe it's just the background. How is everyone today? Happy Thursday. Guess what? We're getting rain in Phoenix. Holy moly. It's been sprinkling all morning, which is very unusual. And it's supposed to rain throughout the day. So yay us. The desert's getting some rain. Hope you guys have had a chance to check the shop. I have quite a few antique, vintage, mid-century items that I have been keeping and admiring on my shelf. A few of them I've shown before, but it's time to let them go. I'm running out of room to put things. And this is not even all of it. These are just some hand-picked stuff. Hi, Emily. Hand-picked stuff for today. I generally like to keep my shows to about 40 items. I think I have 51 today, so a little bit more than I normally show. I have a couple of pre-bids, so we'll be getting to those real soon. If there's anything you'd like to see, just say, can you show me, or run, and I'll run it for you. I did put any cracks, chips, whatever in the description. So hi there, Emily. So if you just make sure you check the description, and as we're looking at them, I'll give them a good once over too. It's been a while since I actually picked them up and had them in my hands. They're very dirty. I've been cleaning, so I'll probably be dusting as I show them. But yeah, lots of great stuff. Just a mishmash of everything. Gorgeous, colorful, beautiful glass. So hope you enjoy. I think my first item that's on pre-bid, let me get the camera turned around, is this piece of Viking. It is blue neak in color. That's the color for the epic blue neak. I just have the one candle holder. It is Viking. I have a couple of other blue neak. This one looks really dark compared to, say, this blue neak. But as you know, with glass, different days kind of you get a different shade. So this is gorgeous, beautiful Viking. Let me pull that up for us. And I gave it a nice wash. It looks like Andy is got a pre-bid on that. I have I have a blue neak 6-petal compote. I didn't put in the show, but if somebody's trying to put their blue neak collection together and don't have that, I can show it to you. But it's generally the bigger pieces I put in my case at my antique mall. So, all right, so this is going to start at $8. Very shiny, beautiful glass. We've got a pre-bid, and it is running. And there we go. We're off on our first auction. Hi, Daisy Jane. I think this is my 100th show, guys. It says 101, but my very first show that I have that they started counting was actually my training video. So I think today's my 100th show. Woohoo! Thank you. Thanks, Andy. I hope you enjoy that. I saw that, and I just looked at the color, and I'm like, I think that's Viking. And sure enough, it was. Viking must be a popular item today. Now, I do have several pieces. This piece of Viking is called it's a Stockholm bowl. Let me get it pulled up and move to stage. There it is. So it is a epic green Stockholm bowl, excellent condition. Had this one for a while, admiring it. I love the little pointy petals on it. And it's got that little texture on the outside, but the nice smooth glass on the inside. Makes for a great, just a statement piece if you have a collection of Viking, or great for candies or anything. It's just really got that unique shape to it. And we have a pre-bid, and it's starting at 12, and that one's running. Is everyone having a good Thursday so far? Yeah? All right. Lots of good stuff. Some nice Victorian, some unusual Victorian pieces that you don't see all the time. And that's going to go to House. House, if you're in here, congratulations and thank you so much. There's your beautiful Viking Stockholm Epic Green bowl. All right. Whoops. The candle holder and the bowl kissed each other. They're fine. All right. So we're ready to go on to our auction items unless I get a request. I did not call this Ellie Smith. I mean, it could be Ellie Smith. It could be Canwa. It could be older. It could be EAPG glass, early American pattern glass, but it is Moon and Stars. It's got the pinched ruffle on it. It's a nice compote, especially with us coming into the fall. It's about 5.5 inches tall with that nice amber topaz, whatever you'd like to call it. And it's going to start at $10 and it's running. Beautiful. I love the little drape on it. I'm not certain that it's Ellie Smith, but it could be Kanawha or another maker. And there that one finishes. All right. This next piece, I'm pretty certain it's Blenko. I didn't go to the Blenko group to get a confirmation of that. But the pontal, I have several Blenko pieces. This pontal, the reason I'm not sure who made it, this is like a rainbow. This is like a rainbow style handle on it. But the pontal, it just reminds me of Blenko, but rainbow pontals sometimes feel like Blenko pontals. That said, it's still a mid-century maker, and it has a beautiful cadmium glow on it. Do you see that towards the bottom? And that tends to be where the cadmium, is shown. It's just the settling of the cadmium in the bottom base of the glass. But it is gorgeous, beautiful glow on that. You can see that lovely orange. These make great vases. They don't have to be used as pitchers, but they can be. And it has the 3 crimps on it to make the spout, and then the little, I don't know, wings, I'm calling those. That's going to start at 15 and run for 20 seconds, and it's going. I have a lot of mini, they call them the minis. I put 2 in the show, but I have a whole shelf. And if you're interested in little mid-century minis, I can run those. I think I have these for $8 each. I have different colors, so if you want to see those, I can scan the shelves that I have, and you can pick some of those, and we could do choice for $8. I just didn't want to add each and every single one in the show. I already had a lot of pieces to begin with. Here's another piece of amberina. I don't know the maker. It's a crackle glass, as you can see. Beautiful little ruffled bowl. It doesn't have a pontal, but sometimes they didn't, depending on what they're doing. But this one has the cadmium glow, not as bright as the last piece, but you can see there is a little cadmium at the bottom. Beautiful little ruffled bowl. And that one's going to start at $12 and it's running. I'm getting some good stuff. I'm ready for my Monday weekly finds. That's Monday at the same time. I'm thinking of moving my time to 10 because I think that's the first day of fall, which would still be, I think, the same. It'd still be the same time for you guys once the chime changes. So it would be 12 o'clock. So it doesn't affect anybody but West Coast. Hi, Deb. Beautiful little amberina bowl there. And I guess all my amberina pieces ended up together because they all start with A, right? Also an unknown maker on this beautiful vase with the crimped top. It almost looks like a flower, doesn't it? Like the bulb, and then the flower is blooming. Also has a cadmium glow, light cadmium glow towards the base, you can see. Nothing really on the ruffle. So it goes from red down to yellow, red, orange, yellow. Here is, it has a bit of a ground pontal and a crimped top to that. Gorgeous. And that one's going to start at 15 and it's running. So I have several Amberina pieces. It looks like they're all going to come up. I think I have one more. And Amberina is really a color that Ellie Smith called this color Amberina. So I'm kind of using it loosely. Other makers, for example, Fenton just called it orange. So, but Amberina, everybody seems to understand that term means that there is probably going to be a cadmium glow and it's going to have, orange, yellow, red coloration to it. And so these are glass, so they definitely do qualify. Let me get these. They're Anchor Hawking. They're yellow frosted Southern Belle glasses, iced tea glasses, nice and tall. I love the little scenes on them. They're about 6.5 inches tall, very narrow, less than 3 inches in diameter at the top. But you'd get this matching pair. Look at the beautiful little Southern Belle there. She's got the little in the garden with the birds flying around. There's a little fountain. She's carrying a beautiful little umbrella. Just a sweet vintage piece there, pair, I should say. And that's going to start at 14 and it is running. So what is your favorite? Do you like vintage? Do you like the mid-century makers, or are you a Victorian lover? Which one? Or all of the above? I obviously love it all because I picked them all up. And like I said, this is just some of it. I still have a lot, mainly a lot of Fenton and Victorian left. But I do pick it up whenever I see it. These are antique. They are souvenir. I showed them in my show about, I don't know, maybe a month ago. This one says a souvenir of Cayuga, North Dakota. This is called clam broth, milk glass. It is early American pattern glass, so it is generally in a pattern. Somebody would know this pattern if you went onto their site on Facebook. I did not ask them, but it is beautiful. Very dainty looking. Hi, Angie. And it's going to start at $8 and it is running. The gold is in excellent condition. Just a sweet little creamer with the little floral hand painted. And then I have another one that is a cup with, I think it says New York on there. New York, New York. All right, let's put that one back. And I bet you that this is going to show up next. Yep. Also antique, clam broth, souvenir of New York, New York, hand painted flower. This has a different pattern to it. It's bigger, and it is maybe a child's cup or maybe a Demitas cup. And that one is going to start at 10 and it's running for 20 seconds. It looks like the rain stopped for a while. Hope it keeps raining. All righty. And let's put that aside. Another piece of antique glass, probably pressed glass, not pattern glass. This one's pressed. You can kind of tell. Those others are a little sharper on the points. This is probably English or European. And it's pressed, and it has these beautiful pressed roses into the glass. It has these panels. It looks like it's a hexagon, 6-sided, with the roses pressed in. Hi, Danish. It has a gorgeous silver-plated lid on it. It can be a jam, sugar, relish jar. Here is the underside of the lid. Just very ornate and gorgeous. Polish that up and it will shine even more. It has this little beaded handle here. It is a substantial piece of glass. It is very heavy. Let me show you the base. So very old, antique. I have two of these. The other one I think has a little chip on the base. So if you were looking for a pair, I would have a pair of them. And that's going to start at 18 and run for 20 seconds. Just while we're talking about heavy glass, I do bundle all my shipping except for the Epic Green, this big compote, lidded compote I have. It will just kill anything I put in a box with. So I did not combine shipping on it. It would ship alone. But that's the only thing I have. I think that was just too heavy to put with other glass. All right. I love this. I don't know this next piece, if I can find it on my table here. I just put art glass. It's possible that it's one of the mid-century makers. They made these little crimped ruffle bowls. This one happens to be green, emerald green with spatter. It is older. It does have a pontil. Hi, Tootie. It's just beautiful. You can see that it's got a little bit of ash in the glass, hand blown, beautiful emerald. I love the emerald green. You see a lot of the avocados, but this is just a beautiful emerald green. There's some more ash that got caught in the glass. Great condition, no chipping. I think I just lowered the price of this one too. So that one is going to start at 18 and it is running. These are great because you can, stick the flowers in between the crimps so that it makes it look like you have a very full bouquet. That's what these rose bowls are so nice to do with bouquets of flowers. All right. This next piece is Blenko. It is a Blenko gold daisy bowl. So it looks like a daisy with all the little flower petals, smooth glass on the inside, textured glass on the outside, and it does have a bit of a cadmium glow towards the base. Hard to see. Let me see if I can get it to show. There you go, a little bit. Slight cadmium glow on the base of this. It is gorgeous. I know it's kind of more springy, but it is orange, so it could be fall-ish. And that one's going to start for 15 and it is running. Don't be shy if there's something you'd just like to look at. I mean, with no pressure to purchase, so you just want to see it closer. Let me know. I can pull anything up for you right now. If there's anything else that you're looking for, I might have it in the background. So you can always say, do you have any XYZ? And if I do, I will bring it forward for you. These are the minis I was talking about. I have about 20 of these. This one is Blenko. It does have some water marks in it. I put vinegar in it overnight and that took a lot of it out. But I would imagine, I don't have a scrub brush either to get down inside there. This did have a stopper, so this is without a stopper, but it is a Blenko pinched cruet missing the stopper. And it is in blue. That's $8 start on that one. And then the other ones I have, they're crackle. A lot of them are crackle. They're different mid-century designs and shapes, different makers. I don't know what all of the makers are on them. But we could do a scan of my shelf. And if there's one that you see that you'd like me to run for $8, we could do a choice on those. Just let me know. Here is a fairy light. This is clear, diamond point. Here is the base. Don't know who the maker is. Sometimes these, that almost look like, I see what, I'm like, is that a chip? And then what it is this little prong that holds the globe up. So it's in great condition and lights up very nicely there, as you can see in on your screen. $12 start on that, and that one's running. I do have an Indiana glass. No, it's a Stars and Bars amber fairy light that I would bring up if anyone's interested in that for $35. So it's a Stars and Bars, one of those big amber colored fairy lights too. I just didn't put it in the show, but if you'd rather have that one, I can go grab it. Here we go. All right. This I showed a couple of months ago. It is a tall, it was in my weekly finds. So I do find them and then share them with everyone here. It does have a little, I have to wash the base. Hi, Mulberry. This is a cranberry etched. So this is etched to clear here. It's that fine glass. It looks like a big champagne glass, but it is a vase. Although if you want to drink your champagne out of it, I'm not saying anything. That would be amazing to drink your champagne out of, actually. It's etched with the florals and the stems on one side, and on the other side it is not. So that's going to start at 10 and it's running. It's a nice tall one. It's about 9 inches tall. Sweet glass. It's just nice to look at all of this stuff, isn't it? I look at a lot of posts about glass, and so I know it when I see it, you know, and I've learned a lot over the years. And so it's nice when I see it. This is a Bohemian check orange with silver overlay. I know it looks black, but I believe it's probably silver that they just let tarnish, and it makes this beautiful little scene here of a masted ship sailing with seagulls in the sky. This is a nice Halloween fall piece. Even if you just displayed it without the scene there, it almost looks like a pumpkin, doesn't it? You can get those you can get a flower frog. They make the metal mesh, screen mesh flower frogs that sometimes go in the top of these. Hi, Charlie. Hi, sweetie. How you doing? We're just looking at all of this glass that my son, Charlie, knows. I have a lot of stuff hanging out, don't I, Charlie? I need to let it go. So that's going. We're going to run that at 24, and it is running. Oh, good. I'm glad. See, I have such a nice son. He likes spending time with his mom. I love this piece. It's just stunning with the black and orange. It's almost a red orange. It's not really an orangey orange. Almost looks like a pumpkin face should be in it, huh? Let's see if I can get that back in there. All right. Here's another piece of check glass. This is one of my favorites. I don't want to get rid of it, but it can't be around forever. So you've seen, I think, probably the cut to clear cranberry in these styles here. This is cut to ruby. I cannot find, let me get the dust out of it for y'all. I cannot find it in ruby, but it is check cut to ruby. Look at the hand painted. You can see the little strokes on that. Look at the beautiful flowers. It's just an amazingly talented artisan work here of the white milk glass, and then the ruby. It's like cased in the white, and then they cut it to the ruby color. It is amazing. The feel of this glass, I can't even explain it. It just feels so nice in my hands. That's going to start at 24, and it is running. I think I'm going to change. I said before my times. I don't know when the time changes. Usually it's like in October, I think, but I'm going to start changing it to 10, which would be what, 1 o'clock Eastern time. And then it'll go back to 12 o'clock when, we'll see. Maybe I'm just going to be stuck on the 9:30 time. How about a Dagon Heart? Amethyst. Whoops, get up there, guy. Amethyst Dog. Here is the Dagon Heart. Mark. It is empty. These clear, I guess this mold was used by other makers too. I've seen a lot of clear ones. They were candy holders. They put the candy in and put the cardboard on the bottom. Hi, Maureen. But this sweetie, and he has a little bit of a manganese glow on him. Do you see how he turned green there? That's the manganese in him. So he does have a little green glow, which I don't know that he'd show up really great like in a uranium case, but that's his little extra little special superpower. And he's going to start at 10, and he is running. I love him. He's like a little mopey dog. Maybe even a little puppy. I'm not sure. Hi, Kiko. Welcome in. Take a look in the shop. If there's something you'd like me to pull up, let me know. Lots of colored glass today. I think I've only got one. So just the one piece of clear? Well, yeah, I think so. Everything else has a splash of color in it. Here's a nice antique piece. These sell for a lot more than $55 because this is the large one. This is Dugan glass. It is frit, so you can see there's a little texture. It's a little easier to see on the bottom, the texture there. This does have a lopsided, because I don't know if you can see how that bulges out a little bit, but if you got the little felt pieces, which would probably be helpful, this is like sandpaper down here. So if you got some little felt dots and put it there, he would sit nice and straight. But it is a triple pinched vase. Look at the opalescence and the gold in that. Just gorgeous. Hi, DFab. Welcome in. Haven't seen your name in a while. Good to see you. All right, so it does have a little, there it doesn't have wobbly because it's sitting on the indentation of the light. But here you can see it does have a little wobbly, but in there it doesn't. So that's going to start at $55. These are selling for crazy money, but given it needs to go. So I mean, I'm lowering prices so that they can find good homes. Not that mine's not good, but I need room for other stuff. But I've been looking at them for probably a lot of this for over a year. So it is time to let it move on. All right. How about Northwood? This is I have two Northwood tall vases, swung vases. This is one. It is dusty. It is the Northwood. This one is this amethyst one? Oh, no, this is cobalt. Blue. Carnival ribbed. Hi, Janice. Carnival ribbed swung vase. No issues on this one. What did I say? How tall was it? No. Let's see if I can view the item. I just want to view the item. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's 11.75 inches. So 11 3/4 inches tall. So it's a tall one. Great condition. There's the base. It's got some sticker residue on it. But you can see the cobalt blue. And then the inside, the tips of the swung pieces are nice and untouched. Gorgeousness. $45 start on that, and it is running. It says Fenton, but it's really Fenton got a lot of the Northwood molds, and so sometimes you find it as Fenton, sometimes you find it as Northwood. But I think, don't you always tell me, Charlie, Northwoods is just like old Fenton sometimes. And I have two of these. This is the tall one. Let me put that one back. And then I have a short one. that'll be coming up later, and I'm going to lose my chair and land on the floor. I took my rug out of here because it was just getting kind of worn, and now my chair is kind of trying to scoot out from underneath my bottom. How about, speaking of Fenton, we have this beautiful piece. It is blue. It's like a sky blue. Hi, Gail. Iridized stretch glass bowl. It is marked Fenton, and it has an 8 underneath, so that means it was made in, was that the 80s? Yep. So 1980s, definitely vintage. Gorgeous melon. It's a melon design here. Hi, Authentic. Welcome in. Little bubble in the glass. That's what you get sometimes when you have blown glass. They aren't perfect, but that's what makes us love them so. Beautiful blue iridized, $20 start, and it's running. Put that down there again. I love this color. It just kind of has that rainbow hue from the iridescence. And then when you get that stretch glass texture in it, it's like, I don't know, a halo. It's like a glow that a halo would make. That's what I think anyway. And another piece of Fenton. This is the vintage glass category. This one is actually almost mid-century. It does not have a logo on it, meaning that it was early 1970s. It is a pink melon ruffled rose bowl. It's the larger rose bowl, so it's not one of the smaller. Look how big this thing is. It's quite a substantial piece of glass. Unmarked logo on it. Also the melon design with those little puffy sides on it and the nice little Fenton ruffle on here. Oh, I was like, thought that was something, but it's not. Also $20 start, and it is running. Hi, Ellie. Welcome in. It's got some blues and some pinks. I don't know how many other Fenton pieces I have. That might be it. I'm looking around. All right. Thanks for looking at that. Oh, nope, I have these this little bell. That was my other, and I guess I got a little top hat too. So I have this little beautiful diamond optic. This is a dusty rose, probably. Color. Hi, Callie girl. This says mother on it, so it'd make a nice little gift for your mom. Beautiful. And it is Fenton. It is signed, if I can find the signature here, by the artist. Is this one not a signed one? Let me look with my, oh, there it is. Jackie D is who painted these lovely little forget-me-nots on here with the word mother. Jujubee, you're in. Hello, hello. How you doing today? This is going to start at 7 and it's running. It's Thursday. Oh, you know what? Jujubee, it is raining in Phoenix, Arizona. We are having a little bit of end of summer rain. It's been raining and sprinkling most of the morning. Charlie, is it raining out your way? Charlie lives a little further away than me. He's a little more west from me. It's hot. Well, I'm not saying it's not hot here, Juju. How hot is hot for you in Ohio? Because it's still going to be in the mid to high 90s here, even with the rain. So it's still hot. But the rain does make it feel like it's cooler, right? Yeah, we don't start cooling down until October, and then it's manageable. Here's a cute little Fenton top hat, and I think I had this in my show. Was it a week ago? Maybe Monday. I had it in my show on Monday. Beautiful little top hat for matches, a succulent, anything that you'd like. Trinkets could go in there. $8 start on that, and it's running. Yeah, I know. Your leaves will stop. Oh, really? I have a bottle brush bush in my backyard. And out here it gets the little bottle brushes on it, and then they die. And then they right now they're in the dead phase, but now with this rain they'll perk up. Also Fenton. Show these in my show on Monday. These are Fenton uranium glass custard praying kids. One has its original marker. These are glowy. Let me turn off the turntable here so I can set them down. And let's take a look at how beautiful these are. Oh, there they are. I love them. I've had them in blue several times. My first time finding them, though, in the uranium. But they're in great shape, no chips. Like I showed you, one has the original sticker on it. Very collectible right now for people who collect uranium glass. I think my son Charlie must be on a call at work because he's not answering. He's in the show, but he's working at the same time. $28 start on them. That's a good price. And they're running. Those bottle brushes on those trees, Juju, they are like sticky, like syrup. They end up in our pool all the time. They look like bugs. I know. They look like bugs because they come off in the whole flower and then they're floating around and they have these like little bottle brush tendrils. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I think there's a caterpillar in the pool. It's just the bottle brush flowers. All right. Mid-century blown glass. Almost looks like a Pilgrim. It's hard to say. I'd have to look in a book. But all of the mid-century glass makers made little minis. It is a topaz crackle glass with the celery applied handle. It's a little pitcher. Beautiful little guy. Really, Charlie? Those little red ones I have in my backyard? $8 start, and they're running. Hi, Jane Jane. There's my Jane Jane. I have a lot of these guys. I have like 20 of them. If you're interested in them, I could show you my shelf and you could do a choice for $8. I have different colors. I have blues, I have greens, I have oranges, I have purples, I have a bunch of different. I'm good, Jane Jane. Guess what? It's raining. Are you getting rain in Burbank? You know, it never rains here. Oh, it looks like we got some dark clouds coming, so it might be coming back around. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's been off and on. It has not been like pouring, but I know, right? So, anyway, what's the song? It never rains in Southern California. It pours, right? I love that song because it's funny. It does rain in Southern California a lot, usually in the winter. So this is a blue iridized or carnival glass, King's Crown. It's Indiana glass compote. Sometimes you can get these with lids, but you can get them without the lid. Great candy dishes, $10 start, and it is run. And I have two of these. So if you're into a pair, I can grab the other one. Oh, doesn't rain like kind of just make you really relax? That's how I'm feeling this morning. Not tired, just like, relaxed. Yeah. On my right, you bet. Yeah, this is, now this comes up as French, but it also comes up as Czech or Bohemian. Let me put that up. Let me show it to you. No pressure. I'm just going to pull it up on the stage so you and others can see. So it is the pink opaline glass. It is Victorian age. It is hand painted. It is pretty. It had, you can still see remnants. It had a powder in it. You can still smell the powder in it. It smells so good. I saw the only other one I found online. It came as a vanity set with a taller, like a perfume bottle, and then the powder jar. Beautiful. It looks like this is probably silver. So it might, some of it, instead of not gold, it's just tarnished silver on here. Beautiful, almost like a Art Nouveau design on that. And then here is, this is sticker residue here that I didn't want to rub too hard on it because they did the cold painting on these. So I think if you just keep working at it, it'll come off. Also very Art Nouveau looking. Here's the base, excellent condition, no chips, a little wear on some of the accents, but nothing glaring. I'm going to run that for 40 and it's running. It is really pretty. I know. I have another pink opaline up on the shelf behind me. I didn't put in the show. It is amazing. I'll show you that one too. It's high. It'd be a higher start than this one, but it's so gorgeous. It's more of a Bristol pink, not like this colored pink, where it's applied on the outside. But let me show it to you. I didn't put it in the show. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. If I can reach it. Oh, come here, pretty little thing. There it is. Oh, it has a stopper that is a shot glass. Or I think sometimes it can be used as a candlestick too. Check that out. Isn't that gorgeous? That's also Victorian. You can see the pink is a little bit different. It is actual pink glass. There's the stopper in excellent condition, guys. This is like so amazing. A little dirty down there. This is the hand painting of that. Here's the base. Has a little 8 or a little fish. Rough pontal. Isn't that neat? This one's 65 if you're interested. But that's also Victorian. It's just gorgeous. What else do we have here today? Okay, now we're getting into some, okay, another tall one. This is Empoli, or it could be Vertraria. Either way, it is Italian. It is a tall one, and it has its original stopper. I don't remember how tall I had it. View listing, 15 inches. That's a tall one. All great motif. Nice, beautiful green, emerald green. More emerald than, say, avocado green. And that one is going to start at 28, and it's running. Lots of color in here. I only had one piece of clear. So everything else has color on it, which is nice. This is the kind of stuff that I like. This is what always catches my eye and that I've pretty much collected for most of my life. Hi, Junkyard Dog. How are you, Kathy? I think it's Kathy, right? All right, here's a canwa. I forgot to put canwa in. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. I know different people say it differently. I'm good, thank you. But this is it's like a pitcher, but it's a bowl, and it's folded. It's got the front end is folded down, the back end is folded up, and then it has a handle. Has a beautiful cadmium glow to it, as you can see right there, and on the handle. Nice little cadmium. Generally in the base, that's where it likes to settle. It's got this dot optic. It's almost like a hobnail, but they're not very raised up. It's just a little bumpy. This little hobnail type. There's the base. There's no pontal. It's all, there we go. And let's start that at 24, and it's running. Wants to touch the other glass. It's so big. I know. I love Amberina. That's my kitchen stuff is Ellie Smith Amberina. I love it. Speaking of Ellie Smith, it's not Amberina, but it's next. So this is an Ellie Smith Ruby Iridescent Quintet Carnival basket. So that's a lot, but it is ruby glass. It's kind of, there you go. You can kind of see there. And then it's iridized, which is the carnival really. And it's called a quintet basket. Beautiful, beautiful iridescence on this one. The handle's in great condition, no problems. It's a nice heavy piece of glass. It is gorgeous. I have a toothpick that matches. That's going to start at 28 and it's running. I love ruby glass. I really do. And I find that it's not everybody's cup of tea. But I think it's gorgeous. Maybe most people just kind of think of it more as a holiday color of glass. So it comes out, near Christmas, maybe Valentine's. I'm not sure. Here we go with some Victorian. I'm not certain if this is a set. I purchased them in different places. But if you look, let me turn the turntable off. If you look at the girl on the cup, and you look at the boy on the decanter, they almost look like they're talking or should be together. And this is a bedside decanter. I found this, months later. I did put in the description, there is a little flea bite on the cup, but it doesn't look like it's something that would hinder use if you wanted to use it. It's Mary Gregory style. I don't know what she's doing. I think she has food, and maybe the boy let the bird go and I'm not sure. That's what I'm going to say anyway. Cranberry, Mary Gregory, has its original stopper. No issues with it. Just gorgeous Victorian, and it's going to start at 54 and it's running. I love Mary Gregory. I don't know, something about the painting with the white on a colored piece of glass. It just makes me happy. All right. Carefully put that back. Can always come back. Somebody wants to look at it later. This, I'm not sure who the maker is, but it's definitely mid-century. It's got that shape. It's very dusty right now. Let's clean it up a little bit for you. So it really shows the beauty. It looks like the stopper, maybe the tip broke off, but whoever repaired it did a nice job, and I'll show that to you. And maybe not, I don't know. It looks like they had it professionally ground there. It's not sharp, it's very smooth. And it still looks beautiful. Still looks nice. In its amethyst glass, gorgeousness. It's a decanter. $24 start on that, and it's running. I just love it. It's nice to take this out after over a year and just like share my little collection that shouldn't be my collection. I don't have these listed either. I just keep them on my shelf and look at them. And now we have this other Northwood ribbed. This one's more short and squat than the tall, skinny one I had. This one is amethyst glass. It does have a chip, but the chip is actually more of a sliver taken off. It's very soft. It's not sharp. I'm sorry. It's not sharp when I run and it's just like almost in this little anomalous part where the glass kind of bubbled up here. So when it's sitting, you really can't tell that it's there because it's like towards the bottom, towards the base. Beautiful amethyst carnival ribbed vase, Northwoods. That makes it antique, and it's going to start at 20, and it's running. Hi, Becca. Welcome in. Take a look in the store. If there's anything you see that you'd like me to show or run again, I can do that. Got some Blenko. I've got a lot of the mid-century glass makers. Also, check the buy it now. I did put, yesterday I put my Blenko pumpkin in there. So that I have a Blenko 8-inch tall pumpkin. So fall is coming up. Halloween is coming up. If you're into the market for a pumpkin, it is in there. Here's another Northwood vase. I showed this on my show on Monday. It is a clear opalescent, French opalescent, whatever you'd like to call it. This is a tree trunk vase because of the texture. It's tall. How tall did I say it was? 11¼ inches tall. And these are bumpy. Those are like little, supposed to look like the bark of a tree trunk. It is a swung vase. It has no damage. There's the base. It is just gorgeous. This one, because it's that almost like the milky color, like milk glass, is going to look gorgeous with any color of flower in it. It would just pop, and it's just amazingly beautiful. I love the opening too. That's going to start at 30, and it's running. I have a show on Monday, my weekly find show. And then next week, I think I'll do a fall show, mainly fall colors, fall themed show for my theme show that I do on Thursday. So that's kind of a heads up what's coming. Probably throw a jewelry show in there at some point. Hi, Mimi. Minnie. Sorry, I thought that said Mimi. Threw this in just because it is glass and it is colorful, and I love these. I pick them up whenever I have a chance. It's a little apple jam jar. It is yellow and red. As you can see, milk glass. Hi, Lizzie. Welcome in. I'm not sure, there's no mark for the maker, but it is glass. These are great for the fall. $8 start on that one, and it's running. Take a look in the shop. If there's anything I can show you, let me know. All right, let's put that up here. This little basket here is in the buy it now. It's Fenton. And I think I had one more. What do I have? Yeah, 3 things. What else did I have? Oh, I have a blue decanter, the Ellie Smith, Merry Mountaineer or Happy Mountaineer, whatever his name is. All right, what's next? A piece of Pilgrim. I just had this, I think, in my show too. I just found this piece of Pilgrim. It is a pitcher, creamer. It is cranberry glass. It has some of the column, like an optic column in it. There is the Ponto high thrift flipping. This has a little bit of ash in it from the furnace, from the blowing process. It has this beautiful little spout that is in great condition. And then it has this celery applied handle. $10 start, and it's running. I have another Pilgrim vase, I think. It's not cranberry. I have to think. No, I sold that one. That's right. Oh, darn. I'm really good at finding Pilgrim in cranberry. That is one of my superpowers. I always find Pilgrim in cranberry. Here is a antique piece of Stephen and Williams. It is a Victorian age pink cased glass and has this amber thorn handle, which is really interesting. It does not glow. I wish it did. Some of these do. It is a vase because if it was a pitcher, I'm not sure where the spout would be. I guess you could pour it out any of the openings. It has a rough pontil on that. It is hand blown glass. And that one's going to start at 40 and it's running. I think, isn't Monday the first day of fall? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Is it the 21st or the 22nd? Maybe it's Sunday is the first day. Set me straight, guys. Set me straight. This is Indiana glass. It is tiara, however you want to say it. It's a very tall vase, kind of in a root beer color, not really amber, not really brown. It does have a slight lean to it. You can kind of see there. And I put in the description that it does have some hard water staining on one side, and you can kind of see it. It must have dribbled down here. That can easily come off with a little elbow grease. I already worked on it a little bit, so I've gotten some of it off. Here's the interior. Funny how it doesn't really have any damage on the inside, but just in that little piece there where it dribbled out. Maybe it was a slow dribble and then it dried up over time. I love the look at the little, it's like a little zipper. I don't know how to explain it, a little zipper pattern on the edge of it. It's just a really neat fall vase, very tall. That's going to start at 10 and it's running. Looks like it's about 10, almost 10 and a half inches. Beautiful fall color. All righty, let me get that back where it belongs. So much glass. Gotta be careful with it, you know. So these next two items, I'm going to show this one first. They are Victorian. They are very hard to find. They are called bride's baskets. And I know a lot of times we're used to seeing bride's baskets as being just those frilly baskets that like go in the metal holders. But these are called bride's baskets. They're hand blown. But I called them also flower fog because you have these little holes where you can put the flowers in. And I guess when it's done, it might look like a bride's basket. Hi, Julie. Very old. This particular one has a crack in the side. And so I did put that in the description. It looks like it got a bump or something. It still sounds, I mean, it sounds kind of hollow there, but it still sounds solid. Nothing's moving around. Nothing's like completely cracked off. But just know it's over 100 years old, maybe 120 years old. They come in other, usually in clear, but the two that I have the green on the top. Very unusual, very neat, very unique. This one I marked way down because of the crack, and it's going to run 35. The other one I have is very tall, and it is in great condition. I got them in an auction lot. You're like, well, why would you buy a cracked item? Well, sometimes, you know, you buy a lot, and I think this might have had that pink jar right there with it, with these two. And I was going for the pink jar, and then I didn't even know what these were until I got them home. But so this is the big top one, and then I have the tall. This one's fine. It doesn't have any issues. This one's different because they actually have a little pattern. Do you see the little crisscross pattern in the body? And then here's the base, the rough pontil, and then the green on top. So this, I guess, bouquet would be a little bit smaller. Maybe this is even meant to be held by the bride, possibly. You can see you can fit flowers in it all over in these different openings. That one is going to go for, let me get the more money. They're selling for more. I think they're selling like close to $100 on these. They're just unusual to find. In fact, I couldn't find very many. And this one's going to start at 65. I just think they're amazing. Yeah, when I saw them, I'm like, what is that? Clear glass, what's that green thing on the top? But I'm like, I just want that. Or maybe it wasn't this. Maybe it was something else. All righty. And what's next? Oh, another Victorian, Mary Gregory. This one has a Victorian woman in a dress. She's holding on to her pearls. Do you see her? She's holding on to her pearls, looking to this direction. This white, it must be a little older. The white on here is more yellowed than the other white, which has a more vibrant color to it. Is cranberry glass. No chipping on it. Is a vase. It is the cranberry on this one looks like it's either flashed or just didn't settle a lot in the bottom, because the bottom, as you can see, is clear. Here, and that one is going to start at 35, and it is running. How am I doing? Am I getting to the end? Oh, no. Oh, I have about 8 or 10 items left. That's awesome. Oh, look, there's even 2 little birds right here. Almost didn't see those. All righty, what's next? This one is marked way down. It is Victorian. It is a rose basket. The reason it is marked, it has this little fold. There is a little chip right there, so I'm not sure if that's a crack. When I feel inside, I don't feel it, so it seems like it might just be an interior issue. But other than that, it's this gorgeous pink to white rose bowl. It's old. Does not have a pontil mark though, but it looks like it has been ground a little bit on the base. And that is going to start at 5, and it is running. Dusty Rose. Thank you, Becca. Just got that little anomaly. Good price for it, though, with that little hiccup on there. It doesn't really hurt anything. It just has that one little tiny, almost like when they made it, it might have got a chip, and then that got down into the casing. I'm not sure. All right. Thanks for looking at that beautiful basket. Now this I got, maybe these were the ones, I don't know, also in an auction lot. And I have 2 of them. The other one of these little decorative pegs is broken off, but this one is all there. Also probably Victorian. It is a blue cased, so it's white on the interior, blue on the outside, but it has these flecks of silver in there. Do you see the silver flecks? Then it has the clear, like this big leaf here that goes up into a handle. And then it has this little vine intertwined around the neck with these little crimped little areas there. So nice tall vase with a little leaf handle. I can't find any other ones like these. So this one's, there's almost 10 inches on this. Gorgeous. It just, you see the little flecks of silver kind of catching the light. It's going to start at 40, and it's running. Do you collect a lot of Victorian glass, Becca? Or just, that crimped little rose bowl there, what it's called? I love it when you guys have information for me, because I'm always learning. How about some Viking? It's an epic blue neck. This one's actually called a rose bowl as well. You can put your little flowers in there. It's got a nice little color to it. Viking, starting at 12, and it's running. Hi, Nabbit. Welcome in. Or N Abbott. Lots of pretty glass here. Lots of pretty colored glass. In back next to the orange. This one here, Becca, here. That's also Dusty Rose. Oh, I see. That's what you were talking about. You were requesting this, not telling me that was okay. I got you now. So this is in the buy it now. And let me see. What did I have on that? It's 15. So if you're interested in that, you can just go into the buy it now. It is Fenton. And it is a little Dusty Rose basket. So do you see, if you go into the little shop and scroll to the right, it'll say buy it now, and you'll see this one in there. So if you're interested in purchasing it, it's just a buy it now. You don't have to, it doesn't go to auction. You just click on it and purchase if you're interested. It has this little, almost like a little celery textured handle on it. Cute little ruffles. There's the base. Just a sweet little Dusty Rose Fenton basket. You're so welcome. Thanks for asking. And I'm sorry I didn't understand what you were saying at first. But I got it after a little while. All right, this piece is huge. It's just a big old piece of glass. I did not combine shipping on this. It is heavy. It is Viking. It is an epic green 6-petal lidded compote candy dish. Hi, Tiffany. Welcome in. And it is going to start at 50. It has absolutely no issues other than dust, which needs to be wiped off. It's just a little dusty. But I love the gorgeous green color of this and just the stature. I mean, if you need a candy dish, this thing is working overtime for you because it's got a huge well in there. It's just gorgeous. So it's going to start at 50 and it's running. Hi, Cairo Mom. Welcome in. Thank you, Becca. I'll get that pulled aside for you, sweetie. I love it too. It's so gorgeous. I have another Fenton basket. It's actually more of a collector's basket. I don't have it. I don't think I have it. I can look it up and see if I have one. But all right, so that's the Viking monster. I had to show him off though. Oh gosh, he's so heavy. Let's see. That's interesting. I sold that. So why is that showing up? I'm going to take that off and all right, there we go. Here we go. This one is Viking as well. It is a swirl dish. And you can see it's in great condition, no problems. It's more, it's supposed to be epic green, but it's not as green as the compote I just showed you. But it's got a neat little mid-century shape to it, and that's going to start at 8, and it's running. Oh, I know, wouldn't it? I think baskets are just beautiful, and if you ever put flowers in a basket, OMG. Especially if like you put a little flower frog in the bottom so that they hold the flowers in place. They are absolutely gorgeous. All right, that was that piece of Viking. I have not found a maker for this beautiful fan vase, but it is that electric blue color that seems to have, a light source of its own, although right now I put a light source on it. These are also great vases because the flowers kind of can make a fan in the basket itself. It has columns in it, almost like little shell columns that come out. Here's the base in excellent condition, no chips. My favorite color. It does have these little points on the bottom, A lot of the ones I saw did not have this detail. So this could be antique. It could be early American pattern glass, but I did not find a maker on it. And that's going to start at 18 and it's running. I'll show you that other Fenton basket, Becca. It's going to be a higher start on it, but it's has a panther on it. It's really, really interesting, and it's carnival. I didn't put it in the show, but I have a lot more stuff that I didn't put in the show either. So here's another basket. Woo, this is an amazing fall basket. Look at this, guys. It is gorgeous, and look at the glow. OMG. Let me turn off the light above it here. Can you see the handle glowing? The whole thing just glows, glows, glows. It's got a lot of cadmium in it because it's orange. It's not like the Amberina. It's orange and yellow. Just gorgeous. Diamond point. Now, this comes up as possibly Fenton. I did not go and get a guarantee of what maker, so I don't really like to put the maker on it when I don't know for certain. But definitely vintage, probably mid-century, $22 start, and it's running. I love the glow on this. Just imagine that with some other fall colors in it as a candy, maybe some Reese's Pieces in there. It'll be all falled up. All right, what do we have next? This is Westmoreland milk glass. It is iridized. Make sure I sit in my chair and it doesn't leave me. These are forget-me-nots. It's all there. Beautiful iridized milk glass, hand-painted forget-me-nots. This one does not have an artist signature on it. There's the handle. That's going to start at 8 and it's running. All right, it looks like that might be everything on my list, guys. This is the last item. Unless there's something that you would like me to show you that's already been run. Why don't you take a look in the shop real quick? I'll do a scan just so you can kind of get a peek at what's here. Let me move some stuff around so you don't see my junky room in the process. That wouldn't be good. All right, here we go. Put those back there. All right, here's our scan. We've got some Victorian, some Amberina. That's Blenko. Don't know a maker. Moon and Stars. Fenton, Fairy Light. Bunch of different types. Victorian or at least antique. Beautiful check cut to ruby. We've got some glowy Fenton praying children. We've got some Mary Gregory back there. Some check glass here. You see anything there that you want me to run again or just show you? I'm happy to do so. Otherwise, we'll be looking to see who we can raid into. This is a Blenko pumpkin. It is the large one, and it's in the buy it now if you're interested in a Blenko pumpkin. 8 inches, that's the big one. And then we have those. That is not for sale, just so you know. Hi, Burton, we're just wrapping up. I just did a quick scan. Sure, I can do that for you. And Abbott, let me pull it up here again. It is beautiful. Here it comes. Let me remove it from stage and restart the auction first. There we go. Yeah, it's in great condition too. Here it is. Let me move that. And here is the blue vase. Hi, Lottie. Welcome in. I have been through everything, but if you look in the shop and there's something you'd like me to show you or run for you, let me know. I'm happy to do that. And let me get that run for you. And it is running, and Abbott has a bid in. Hi, Meow. Welcome in. A lot of colored glass in here today. There's one thing that didn't show. I'm going to show. I must not have listed it. I'll show it to you. I'm looking at it now. It's a Mary Gregory. Thank you, N. Abbott. Beautiful. I'm glad that you love it as much as I do. It's so sweet. Those fan vases are always just stunning. Thank you so much. And then for some reason, this didn't get shown. It's a very tall Mary Gregory cranberry. This I probably run for 15. It has a little girl holding a bird on her hand. It has gold accents on the bottom, cranberry glass, gold accents on the top. If you're interested in me running that, let's see how tall it is. It is 9 inches tall. Just say run and I can run it for you. Beautiful little girl with a bird on her hand. Otherwise, let's see who's in today. We have Necklace Party, Unboxing Antiques. Merchant of Mayberry always has great stuff. We have more jewelry with Maria Luna Magica. And then we have more jewelry with Keenly Kristen. You guys want jewelry or antiques? J for jewelry, A for antiques, and we'll raid into them. Any preference? An A for antiques. I thought so too, guys. Unless you want me to show you my shelf of these little minis, choice for $8, I can do that too. Hi, RJ. We're just getting ready to raid. I'll just run the minis at another show and do a choice of a mini. So we're going to probably raid into Merchant of Mayberry, who has, she's unboxing antiques. Let me get my glasses off for you guys and say thanks for coming in today and taking a look at all the pretty colored glass that I have. And thanks for participating and just joining me Monday. We're just going to do my weekly finds. I'm trying to think what are some things I found so far. I found a doll horse and oh gosh, what else did I find? Now I'm running a blank, but oh, thank you, Maureen. Thank you guys for coming in, and we're going to go see Merchant of Mayberry, and she's unboxing antiques. I'm going to check out what she's got too. So let's all get over there together and have a wonderful day. Wish me more rain. Here we go.